Bottomless class. Children, do you like rainy season? I like very much because in rainy season I just want to go and have a nice sleep, nice nap, and when I wake up I want hot tea with samosas and pakoras with chutneys and all. I enjoy very much. I want to go outside of my home and take a bath of the rain shower, which is very cold, and it is really very good to enjoy the raindrops that is falling from above. So children, when we are talking about the nature, the beauty of the nature, the sun, the moon, the seas, the breeze and all. So when we are talking about nature, the nature itself teaches us so many things, and it is the nature only that beautifies this whole universe. Children, today we are going to study a poem from the on-built textbook of class 11 in English, and the name of the poem is The Voice of the Rain. Children, we had heard so many sound of the rain, but not the voice of the rain. What is the difference between sound and voice? In sound, you can hear only the sound that we heard, like tip 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 tip, tup 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 tup, rim zim, zhar 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 zhar. All these are the sound of the rain. But what about the voice of the rain? Voice means when somebody is talking to someone else, that is a voice which have some meaning when we talk to someone else. So here, this poem, The Voice of the Rain, written by Walt Whitman, is a very beautiful poem about the voice of the rain. First, I'll go through the poem and recite it for you. So for that, you have to take out the textbook of on-built of class 11, and you have to take out the page number 41, and here we start. The Voice of the Rain by Walt Whitman. And who art thou, said I, to the soft falling shower, which strange to tell gave me an answer as here translated. I am the poem of earth, said the voice of the rain. Eternal I rise, impalpable, out of the land and the bottomless sea. Upward to heaven, whence, vaguely formed, altogether changed and yet the same. I descend to Lave the Droughts, Atomies, dust layers of the globe. And all that in them, without me, were seeds only, latent unborn. And forever, by day and night, I give back life to my own origin, and make pure and beautify it. For song issuing from its birthplace, after fulfillment wandering, wrecked or unwrecked, duly with love returns. Wow, what a wonderful and beautiful poem written by Walt Whitman. In one go, if you read this poem, you will be easily able to understand what Walt Whitman has written and what is the theme of this particular poem. So we'll go with an explanation. And who art thou? In the first line you can see he has used an interrogative sentence. Interrogative sentence, when we ask questions, that becomes an interrogative sentence. Like, and who art thou? means who are you? Here the word do means you. We used in Hindi as aap or tum for you, like that only. To give respect to someone, we use thou. It is an old English version, thou. So, and who art thou? Said I to the soft falling shower. So here, man is asking the soft falling shower. Soft falling shower means the gentle drops, raindrops that is falling from the sky or from the clouds. He is asking a question. Who are you? Which, strange to tell, gave me an answer as he had translated. So, dear children, have you ever talked to a tree, talked to the sun, talked to any of the nature things that surround us? Have you ever talked to them? If you have talked to them, then you are a unique person, like man. Man had talked to this rain. So man is a poet which have full of imaginations. So he imagined the rain as a person. So here he has used the rain as personification. So that's why he is asking a question to the rain, which, strange to tell, gave me an answer. Why strange? Because we never thought of the rain talking to us. But here, with man, the rain is responding. Gave me an answer as he had translated. So the voice of the rain might be, we are not able to understand the language of the rain, but man had understood it, and now he has translated it for us. So what did the rain say? I am the poem of earth. I am the poem of earth, said the voice of the rain. What did the rain say? I am the poem of earth. Eternal I rise, impalpable, out of the land and the bottomless sea. Eternal. Eternal means everlasting, which have no end. Eternal. So, every day. Or everlasting. I rise. Everlasting I rise, impalpable. Impalpable means something that cannot be touched. Impalpable, something that cannot be touched, out of the land and the bottomless sea. Upward to heaven, whence vaguely form, altogether change and yet the same. So here the rain is responding that the rain is rising impalpable everlastingly out of the land and the bottomless sea. Upward to heaven, whence vaguely form, altogether change and yet the same. Children, do you remember these sentences something related to water cycle? Yes, I can give you some examples. Like, he said that eternal I rise. Eternal I rise means daily the rain is rising. At present also it is working, the process of evaporation is going on. So eternal I rise, when the water is evaporated towards the sky, that particular thing is the process of evaporation. Water change into gas. Why water change into gas? The term here is impalpable. So impalpable means that cannot be touched. So what cannot be touched? The gas, the vapors and all. So the water change into gas. Water change into gas, that means it is the process of evaporations. So water is now changing into gas and it is moving towards and for clouds. So out of the land and the bottomless sea, out of the land and the bottomless sea, the water is evaporations towards upwards to heaven. So the water is evaporated upwards to heaven, whence vaguely formed. So from where it is formed, what it took? It formed in the cloud. And when it is formed in the form of the cloud, it is called condensation, because the water is now in the form of a cloud. The first thing was the water was in the form of the gas, and the second step is the water is in the form of the cloud. And after the cloud is formation, then comes the precipitations. The precipitation is the water falls as the rain, the falls of the rainfalls. Okay, so this is the water cycle that we have already studied in science textbooks. So here he is telling in a poetic language, Walt man, that eternal I rise impalpable out of the land and the bottomless sea, upward to heavens, whence vaguely formed, altogether change. What altogether change? The gas, the water changed to gas and evaporated towards the clouds, and it formed in the form of the cloud. Then the water collects its cloud, that becomes the condensations, and after condensations the process of water falls as a rain is the process of precipitations. Okay, I descend to Lave. Then again he is saying, I descend to Lave the droughts, Atomies, the layers of the globe. So what is the purpose of the rain? He is telling us, I descend to Lave the droughts, means the dry land. The rain fall downs to wash away all the dry lands. Atomies means very tiny particles, dust layers of the globe, and all that in them without me were seeds only, latent and born. Means whatever seeds or plants or any living beings on this earth without water is lifeless. For example, we need water for our survival. Without water we cannot live. If we are thirsty, we take a glass of water and drink it, and then we quench the thirst. And then when we are dirty, we go and have a bath. When our clothes are dirty, we go and wash our clothes. When the utensils are dirty, then we go and clean the utensil with the use of the water. So the usage of water is for our survival. We cannot live without water. So like that only, and all that in them without me were seeds only, latent unborn. Means without water the plants will not grow, the seeds will not grow. It will be as it is inside the ground. We need water to grow plants. Without water the plants will not grow. And forever by day and night I give back life to my own origin. And so because of the process of water cycle still going on, and forever by day and night I give back life to my own origin. So what is its origin? The origin of rain is water. From water it changes into gas and it evaporates and form into clouds. Then again the cloud form. After the cloud form, then it turns into the rainfall, and again the rainfall it turns into water. Then the water, this process will keep on going, and for everlasting it will be going on. For song is showing from its birthplace after fulfillment wandering. So fulfillment means completing the cycle. So here, for song issuing from its birthplace, what is the birthplace of this rain? The birthplace of rain is water. Then it moves towards as a gas, then it evaporates, then form a clouds. Then this process of water cycle is not cared about or uncared about properly by us. We never thought of water as a big resource for us, and to save that water for our daily life We never care of all those things. So for song issuing from its birthplace after fulfillment, wandering means moving one place to another. How it moves from one place to another? From water, it evaporates, then it forms a cloud, then again. So this is we call moving from one place to another. So it is wrecked or unwrecked. Wreck means care about, or unwrecked means uncared about. Duly with love returns. In a very beautiful way, Walt Whitman had expressed the idea of the rainfall is nothing but the process of water cycle in the form of a poetic language. Walt Whitman was born on May 31st, 1819 in West Hills on Long Island, New York. He was an American poet, essayist and journalist. A humanist, he was a part of the transition between transcendentalism and realism, incorporating both views in his works. Whitman is among the most influential poets in the American canon, often called the father of free verse. His work was controversial in its time, particularly his poetry collections Leaves of Grass, which was described as obscene for its overt sensuality. So this is Major Walt Whitman. Let's move on to the introduction of the poem. The Voice of the Rain is an imaginary dialogue between the poet and the rain. The poet casually asks the rain who it is. To his surprise, the rain answers the questions and tells about its birth and end. The poet understands the tale of rain and translates it to the readers. The Voice of the Rain is a short free verse poem by the American poet Walt Whitman, originally published in a periodical called Outgoing in 1885. It was later reprinted in Leaves of Grass, Whitman's most celebrated collections of verse. In The Voice of the Rain, the speaker listens to the personification figure of the rain, likening itself to poetry, describing each stage of the water cycle. The poem pays homage to the restorative power of the natural world and claims that poetry nourishes humanity just as rain nourishes the earth. So here is the theme of the poem. The poem celebrates rain and its natural cycle for the benefit of earth and the life it supports. The poem is in the form of a conversation between the poet and the rain. The whole narrative of the rain is about how it leaves the ground, fulfill its duties in atmosphere and come back to the ground out of love in order to beautify the world and spread life. It says that it purifies earth and also gives life to it. It returns back to earth exactly like a song which finally returns to its singer in the form of appreciation after it is heard everywhere around the globe. Now we will do stanza-wise explanation. And who art thou, said I to the soft falling shower, which strange to tell gave me an answer as here translated. I am the poem of earth, said the voice of the rain. Eternal I rise, impalpable, out of the land and the bottomless sea. So you have to write like this. In the above lines, the poet asks the identity of the soft falling shower, to which the rain replies in a strange manner. The poet gets really surprised because his question has been answered, and that too by the rain. He then takes up the task of translating the answer for the readers. The rain says that it is the poem of earth and it is born in the form of invisible and intangible vapors. These vapors rise eternally from the land and the bottomless ocean. Stanza 2. Upward to heaven, whence vaguely formed, altogether changed and yet the same, I descend to lie the droughts, atomies, dust layers of the globe, and all that in them without me were seeds only, latent, unborn. So how we will explain it? We have to explain like this. The rain tells the poet that it rises upwards towards the sky in the form of vapors, where it changes its form. It also says that although its form gets changed, it still remains the same. The rain changes its appearance from intangible vapors to abstract cloud, yet at its core it remains the rain. This is the universal law that energy is never destroyed, only transferred from one form to another. The rain comes down to restore the drought-ridden dry land. It also washes away the dust and small particles from the earth's surface. It also gives life to the seeds which otherwise would have remained hidden and unborn inside the earth. These seeds then grow into a plant because of the water provided by the rain. It gives life to the earth, making it pure and beautiful. Stanza 3. And forever, by day and night, I give back life to my own origin and make pure and beautify it, for song issuing from its birthplace after fulfillment, wandering, wrecked or unwrecked, duly with love returns. The explanation goes like this. The rain says that by day and night it provides life, care, enrichment, and water to the place from where it originated. The rain keeps enhancing the beauty and purity of the earth by preparing a life cycle for itself again. The last two lines have been placed in parentheses because they are not a part of the conversation between the poet and the rain. Rather, it's aftermath where the poet reflects on the conversation. He realizes that the rain life is similar to that of any song. A song's birthplace is the poet's heart. Once complete, it is passed on, wanders from one person to another. It may change, wrecked, or remain the same, unwrecked as it travels, but one day it returns to the poet with all due love to the listeners. So here are the vocabulary. THOU, though, means you. The second one is soft. Soft falling means dropping gently. Third one is shower, means raindrops when they fall continuously on earth. The fourth one is eternal. Eternal means everlasting. The fifth one is impalpable, means unable to be felt by touching, means which cannot be able to touch. Number 6 is bottomless, which means very deep. The next one is whence, which means from where. The next word is vaguely, which means unclearly. The next word is formed, which means made into a specific shape. The next word is descent, which means move or fall downwards. The next one is lave, which means wash. The next word is droughts, which means dry spells. The next word is atomies, which means very tiny particles. The next word is latent, which means inactive. The next word is origin, which means source. The next word is beautify, which means make beautiful. The next word is fulfillment, which means completing the cycle. The next word is wandering, which means moving from one place to another. The next word is wrecked, which means care about. The next word is unrecked, which means uncared for. The last one is duly, which means properly. So in this poem, Walt Whitman has used the literary devices. They are personification. The example of personification from the poem is rain has been personified in the poem. So he has used rain as person. So the literary device is rain as personification. The next one is metaphor. Metaphor here is the rain, because the rain is telling that I am the poem of earth. So here the rain itself tells that it is the poem of earth. So here the metaphor will be I am the poem of earth. So I have select 10 multiple choice questions for you, so which are very important. First question is, what is the meaning of who art thou? What is the meaning of who art thou? Option is option A, who are you? Option B, what are you? Option C, how are you? Option D, whose art is this? So what is the correct answer, my children? Option A, who are you? Next question, what does wrecked or unwrecked mean? Option A, enrichment or no enrichment. Option B, cared for or not cared for. Option C, to purify or not. Option D, to wash or not to wash. What is the correct option? The correct option is option B, cared for or not cared for. Question number 3. What does the word descent mean? What does the word descent mean? Option A, not clear. Option B, calm down. Option C, to wash. Option D, hidden. And the correct answer is option B, come down. Question number 4. What hyperbole was used in the poem? What hyperbole was used in the poem? Option A, I am the poem of earth. Option B, soft falling shower. Option C, bottomless sea. Option D, voice of the rain. And the correct answer is C, bottomless sea. Question number 5. From where does the song of rain originate? Option A, from heaven. Option B, from ocean. Option C, from the heart of the singer. Option D, from the soul of earth. The correct answer is option C, from the heart of the singer. Question number 6. What does the poet compare the rain with? Option A, song. Option B, heaven. Option C, beauty. Option D, flowers. The correct answer is option A, song. Question number 7. How does the rain help the seed inside the earth? How does the rain help the seeds inside the earth? Option A, provides water. Option B, provides life and helps them grow. Option C, provides life. Option D, none of the above. The correct answer is option B, provides life and helps them grow. Question number 8. From which two places does the rain rise in the form of water vapor? From which two places does the rain rise in the form of water vapor? Option A, land and bottomless sea. Option B, land and ocean. Option C, mountains and land. Option D, none of the above. And the correct answer is option A, land and bottomless sea. Question number 9. What does the rain reply to the poet's question, who are you? Option A, she is rain. Option B, she is poem of earth. Option C, she is rain from mountains. Option D, she is poem of mountains. The correct answer is option B, she is poem of earth. The last questions. The poem The Voice of the Rain is a conversation between dash. The poem The Voice of the Rain is a conversation between dash. Option A, poet and rain. Option B, poet and mountains. Option C, rain and trees. Option D, birds and rain. What is the correct option, my dear children? Yes, it is option A, poet and rain. So with this, I hope you have understood the poem The Voice of the Rain written by Walt Whitman. That's all for today's class. Meet you in the next class. Thank you for watching.